Good morning, Sarah. How are you? I hope you're having a lovely Monday. Thank you so much for checking in, and I hope you are keeping well. So I know you've had a bit of a chaotic week. Hey Katie, how are you? I am super excited to be welcoming you to my team this morning. I am so excited for obviously today in this video I just want to chat you through like your specific like programs and stuff. Good morning YouTube family, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a lovely day. Welcome to this vlog. We are now in prep, people. So I obviously finished off my last finished off my last vlog and I just told you guys that I had literally just started prep that day. So we're now 4 days later. It's now the 8th of December. So funny, I literally put up a story yesterday and I was like, oh, not bad for November, like, because the weather here is so nice. And so many people replied, it was like, Zoe, it's literally December. I was just like, oh yeah, clearly in the Christmas spirit this year. But I'm not even going to talk about the C word because I am not prepared. Like, just know, if you're a family member of mine, it's going to be very lastminute.com this year. And Richard, don't even get me started. So I'm clearly in the Christmas spirit this year, as you can tell by my lack of awareness of what even month it is. But honestly, not to get too deep, like literally fucking 1 minute into this video, but like I really struggled last year during winter. Like I know people are like, oh my god, like it's not a big deal, like the weather can't affect you that much, but like I promised myself that like this year I was not going to spend a lot of time in Ireland over the winter months, and safe to say I haven't. Like went to Dubai for 2 weeks, now I'm in Spain. I'm literally going to be going back, it's going to be New Year, and then it's going to be brighter again, which is so nice. But knowing me, like God knows where I'll be. God knows where the wind will take me next. But yeah, I'm in Spain obviously, as you guys know, and I started prep 4 days ago. So how have things been doing? I've actually been getting on really well. Like, I know I'm in Spain, but like this isn't a holiday. Like I'm literally just here for some winter sun. I'm doing the same shit that I'd be doing at home. So you would have seen this morning, I got up nice and early, got my work done, had my meal 1. I literally just had my meal 2, and it's now 11 o'clock and I have like a good chunk of steps done as well. So yeah, really like, I hate the word motivated, but like obviously when you start a new phase it is motivating. Like you have like a pep in your step and you're like, let's fucking go. But the key is actually maintaining those actions when the motivation dips. So you know, I'm obviously a couple of days into prep, like I'm so excited, like let's do this. But you know, in a couple of weeks or even a couple of months, like I will be fucking dragging my ass, and I already know that, you know. So it's that ability to like keep showing up, which is what I'm gonna do anyway, right? But yeah, it's actually been a really nice start to prep. I'm feeling leaner already. Like I am hungry, guys. Like I hate to be that person, but like we started my deficit off quite aggressively, so I lost like 500 calories a day, and I have been feeling it. Like I am hungry for my meals, which is honestly a nice feeling after spending months and months like pushing food. But I am hungry. I'm having like a little mid-morning pick me up because I've already had a coffee. But no, I'm hungry, but I'm enjoying my meals. I'm back on a meal plan. To be honest, me and Emma, like we kind of collabed on it. Like we just took inspo from my fitness pal of what have been having anyway. So nothing has really changed in terms of my food other than the fact I'm just eating less of it. I will do a full day of eating video, but I want to make that a separate video. But I will be showing you guys more of my food and stuff over the next couple of weeks. So yeah, it has been a good couple of days. So I'm going to take you guys along for this week, what I get up to. I'm not training today, but I am training tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, and then I'm flying home Saturday. So I have another like 3 sessions here, 3 cardio sessions to do. But yeah, make sure that you like the video and subscribe. It would help my channel a lot. Like I know I have a very small channel and I want to grow it, you know. I want to help as many people as I can, and I just love chatting. So the more people that want to listen to me chatting, the better. So like and subscribe and help my little channel flourish. I'm just going to finish up a little bit of work, probably go on another walk, and yeah, just see where the day takes me. So I'll see you guys in the next clip. Okay guys, so it is now a couple of hours later. I have quite literally just been working all day today. It's now 3 o'clock, so I think the last clip I was upstairs just finishing off check-ins, and I've literally just been finishing check-ins. I was updating one of my clients' meal plans. I also had a couple of other bits to be doing on my laptop, so I've just very much been a laptop day today as usual. Mondays to Wednesdays are like my busiest work days, and they are just me on my laptop, or if I'm home on my computer. I did also go for a walk. I walked over to the shop and I realised it's actually closed. I was like, the shops in Spain, they literally just close at random times. Like yesterday I tried to go to the shop as well and they were closed, but apparently they close every Sunday. Like actual supermarkets don't open over here. And I walked over this morning because I wanted to get a Monster and it was closed as well. So luckily enough there is another shop close by that I just got my Monster in for today. But I do have a couple of bits that I need to actually get. Like I need to get dark chocolate, I need to get oats, strawberries. I have to get a couple of bits. I also need to get hot dogs. Hot dogs for Samson. So yeah, it's been a pretty chill day, to be honest. I did go on a walk. Well, I tried to walk to the shop, so I just extended my walk and I did like a little walk around. So I'm literally on like, I think nearly 9,000 steps right now. And my goal is 12k. So another short walk later on. I've also been trying to tan outside. I don't know if it's, honestly, like I actually think I am a little bit more tanned. But yeah, the UV is low, like it's literally 2, so I'm not expecting miracles, but I am determined to tan. Obviously I'm quite dark anyway. I actually think I am a little bit darker, you know. I was mainly just getting my legs out. But yeah, while I'm in Spain, I'm gonna make use of the fucking sun, you know? You know, everyone knows how obsessed I am with being tan. But yeah, either way, I'm gone off topic again. I'm gonna have a Coke Zero now. I'm gonna chill for a little while. And yeah, have my dinner, and it's going to be a really chill rest of my day. So I probably won't pick up the camera again today unless something super exciting happens. But yeah, I'm going to catch you guys in the morning. Okay guys, happy Tuesday. And you're gonna notice, okay, my mornings and like the first half of my days look the exact same every day. And it's so funny because I've had like so many people like message me on Instagram, and like even my clients, I love my clients, they've been like, oh my god, I'm loving your YouTube, like just seeing what you get up to. I'm like, girls, you're gonna be sick of this in the next couple of videos because I do the same thing every goddamn day. I got up this morning, done my check-ins, went on a walk, had my meal 1, done more check-ins, had my meal 2, went to the gym, and now I'm home. So really productive morning. And guys, it's literally like 20 to 2. 20 to 2. The one thing I'm finding here compared to at home is I have a lot more, like I get things done quicker because I'm not having to drive to the gym, if that makes sense. So I just like get an Uber to the gym here, but the gym is only like 10 minutes away, whereas at home I drive like 25 minutes to the gym there and back, so it does naturally just take a little bit longer out of my day. So it was actually a really good session. Like I'm having really good sessions over here. I don't know what I done though. So I woke up, was it Monday morning, and my lat was really sore. I don't know what, and it still is a little bit sore. Now the only thing I can think of is just walking the dog. Like that's the only thing differently I'm doing. And like I know it sounds so like such a weak thing to say, but like I'm obviously not used to being pulled by a dog. Like I'm not used to walking a dog, and yeah, it's like any new movement, of course, your body's like, what are you doing? My lats are fucking sore from doing that. Yeah, which is actually mad. Like it's not bad enough that I can't train. Like I trained, I'm fine, but I'm just noticing more DOMs in my back, which is just funny. But yeah, I had a really good session. I done another cardio session. I actually done my 3rd cardio session of prep now, so we're 3 cardio sessions in. Love that for me. I'm actually really enjoying it, obviously, because it's so fucking novel and new. But I actually just posted a picture on my Instagram story. I'm looking lean, guys. This is the leanest I've ever started a dieting phase, by the way. Like, I am now currently 3 kilos lighter than I was starting my previous dieting phase, my pre-prep diet. And I'm about 5 kilos lighter now than I was starting my photo shoot prep. diet or prep, whatever you want to call it. So this is by far the best condition I've been in, and the most muscle I've had as well, keep in mind. So I don't think getting lean is going to be an issue. I'm not going to lie to you guys. But yeah, and again, it's all just down to the fact, right? What have I been doing all year? I have been eating in calorie surplus and I have not been dieting, you know? Like, that's what I've been doing for the past couple of months, and it stands to you, you know? I feel like a lot of people get disheartened when they start a diet and they don't really see many changes and they're wondering what they're doing wrong, when in reality you're not doing anything wrong. You just haven't ever spent time not dieting. So your body is fucking sick of it, you know? So yeah, there's a lot to be said for going into a diet feeling fresh and ready to like, and also having the tools to actually create a calorie deficit, you know? Like, obviously I had low steps starting off, so that was a tool I could increase. I was doing no cardio, so adding in cardio is a tool that we could use. And then I was starting on plenty of food, so dropping food is another tool. So we want to try and think about like having as many tools possible to use to create a deficit. Take notes. But yeah, I'm just going to do some work. I have a couple more check-ins that came through, so I'm going to get those done. Probably go to the shop and get like a Coke Zero or something, and yeah, I'll fill you guys in if anything else happens. Okay guys, so it is a couple of hours later. I've literally just been working. I feel like all I'm going to be saying in these vlogs is like, it's a couple of hours later, I've just been working. I done up my Instagram post for today. But yeah, I did just want to sit down in this portion of the video and just like talk a little bit about like how you know you're ready to do something like a bodybuilding prep. Because so obviously it's something that like you shouldn't just be jumping into, and I'm obviously like very excited about my prep. Like, I've been working towards this moment for so long, and like I've been, yeah, essentially like nearly 3 years now I've been working towards this goal and like actively working towards it. I've obviously loved bodybuilding for like 5-6 years now, so like I very much like have taken all the necessary steps to get here, and like obviously I'm not going to sit here and say like there's one specific way of doing a prep or preparing for a prep, you know, because everyone is different and everyone has different levels of experience, like muscle, and yeah, everyone is just like different, I suppose. But I do feel like there is like a common trend where people will jump into a bodybuilding prep and then say that bodybuilding ruined their lives, when in reality the prep didn't ruin your life, your approach did, you know. And this is why it's super important to understand like what bodybuilding actually is. Like, bodybuilding is bodybuilding. You should be spending the majority of time not dieting, not in fat loss, not in a prep. Like, you should be spending the majority of your time actually building muscle. You know, I say it to even clients all the time, like, fat loss and being in a calorie deficit, you're just revealing the muscle that you have, you know. And if there's nothing to reveal, then it's not going to be very exciting. It's going to be quite underwhelming. Some of the key things I would kind of like be looking out for if you are someone thinking about doing something like even a photo shoot prep, to be quite honest, like there's a couple of things that you want to have nailed before you even consider doing one. So the first one being like, have you actually spent time building muscle? Like, have you committed to at least one building phase? Like, and I don't mean like a 3-month little building phase and then you got uncomfortable and you started cutting again. Like, I don't mean that. I mean actually like a 6-month plus building phase where you have actively been eating in a calorie surplus, getting stronger in the gym, getting uncomfortable, putting on body fat, like actually building muscle mass that you're going to then reveal. That's obviously the first one, like actually spending time building muscle and building those foundations. The second one being, have you actually done a diet before? So to be quite honest, like I'm going to hold my hands up and say like my photo shoot prep was my first ever like diet with a coach. Like that's the first diet I did with Emma, and it was quite an intense start to a diet, I'm not gonna lie, but it was fine. But like I would never jump into a bodybuilding prep before doing like any type of diet beforehand, because you want to get an understanding as to what dieting feels like, how hunger feels, how low energy feels, all of these feels that you will experience in a bodybuilding prep. I think it's great to have that experience before. So what clients I currently have now, like who want to do a bodybuilding show down the line, I always will put in a photo shoot prep first, or even a pre-prep diet, like at some point, for them to actually experience what a prep would feel like. Because, you know, there's a lot of people who don't like fat loss. There's a lot of people who don't like being in prep, and that is so fine, you know, like us psychopaths, we're the weird ones. It is really important to understand like what it's going to feel like, and even get a glimpse of what it's going to feel like, you know. So that's obviously the second thing. The third one would be like, do you have a solid routine nailed down? Like, do you actually live like a bodybuilder before doing a prep? Like, you should have a consistent wake time, sleep time. You should know exactly what time your meals are. There should be no question around you hitting your macros. Like, it should be something that is default. Same thing with water, sleep, your training should be of good quality. Like, all of these things should be nailed before you start a bodybuilding prep. This is why taking your time and playing the long game is where it's at in order to build these foundations first. Again, anyone who has any kind of like food struggles, like if you struggle with binge eating, restriction, anything on the lines of that, I would definitely say those things would need to be worked on first before you do step into a bodybuilding prep, where things are very extreme, you know. Like, I am not going to sugarcoat it. Like, the bodybuilding, I personally think, is a very healthy way of living, but a prep scenario and putting yourself in those extreme conditions isn't healthy, okay? And I'm never going to claim that it is. So this is why it's super important that you have a really solid routine and a really solid relationship with food before you go into a very extreme phase. Those are things that I would definitely be working on way prior to starting a bodybuilding prep. Which brings me on to my next point of, do you actually have a coach? Like, have you spent time working with a coach? I think it is one of the most important points that I could ever give anybody if they are thinking of doing a bodybuilding show. Even if it's 2-3 years down the line, start with a coach as soon as you can. Like, honestly, as soon as possible, because you need to lay the groundwork. Like, and it's funny because people think like bodybuilding is one of those sports where people think they can just kind of like throw themselves into it, because I mean, anyone can sign up for a bodybuilding show, right? But like, you won't just go to like one volleyball training and then try and do a volleyball competition. Like, that's not how any other sports work. Like, you would go to the training, you would show up and learn the skills of volleyball, you know, you would have a coach for volleyball, like, you would be doing all the groundwork weekly. I don't know why volleyball came into my head, but you would be laying the foundations before you would do something like a competition, you know. And it's the exact same thing with bodybuilding. Like, you should be spending time actually with a coach learning your body, going through the necessary phases, actually setting yourself up for success. And then also, like, you should have the time to do bodybuilding prep. I think this is one of the most underrated things that people talk about, is bodybuilding prep is going to be very time consuming. Like, you need to have the time to do high step counts. You need to have the time to potentially be doing an hour of cardio a day. You need to have the time to still do your sessions, do your meal prep. You have to have the time. And I know I'm in a very privileged position. Like, I work from home, I can set up my own hours, I can work whatever times I want, I can set up my day to how I please, you know. So like, I can prioritize my cardio, my steps, like, those are things that I can allocate into my day. Now, don't get me wrong, okay? Like, in my photo shoot prep, I worked in the gym, I had set hours, I had to make it work. And I know a lot of incredible bodybuilders and incredible athletes who do have normal jobs, right? And it can be doable, but it just comes down to having all of those things nailed and allocating the time. And I guess that's like a quick little, I wanted to make this video somewhat informative, and like, obviously this is my first bodybuilding prep. I'm never gonna sit here and claim like I know it all, because I'm in for a fucking ride, let me tell you, okay? But there is obviously a couple of things I do know, and that is bodybuilding prep isn't something you should just be jumping into. And to be quite honest, neither should a photo shoot prep, you know. Yes, photo shoot preps can be a little bit more lenient, like, you don't have to look a certain way, but if you want to do it right and you want to fucking get shredded and you want to have muscle there to reveal, the same thing will apply, you know. Spending time with a coach, spending time in a building phase, having your routine nailed, working on your relationships with your food, your mindset, so you're starting it really, really strong and in a really good position. Those are the things that are definitely overlooked by people, and yeah, things that I will never sugarcoat. I think there's a lot of people who will sugarcoat a bodybuilding prep and show the glitz and the glam and the shreds, but a lot goes into it, and you know, there's a lot to think about before you decide to do something like that. And you know, I'm very aware, like, I have a lot of lifestyle clients, I have a lot of people on my team who have no interest in bodybuilding, which is so fair. But like, those who are, I do make it very clear like what is actually involved, you know. And it's not just a little 10-week diet and, you know, hopping on stage. Like, I have girls getting on stage in 2027 and honestly, they've been working with me already. Like, one of them's been working with me 2 years, another one has been working with me almost a year now. So like by the time it gets to the year of their competing season, like they're gonna have all the same foundations laid that I have done, you know. So yeah, there's a lot to be said for playing the long game, and that's what we fucking do, people. Good morning guys, how are we? Happy Wednesday. So today we have Samson here saying hi. So I also checked in this morning, as you guys would have seen. So yeah, Emma just wanted a little update on how things are moving since obviously I started prep on, was it Friday? So yeah, oh my god, this dog he literally like, he's a shadow. He's a shadow. Obviously starting prep on Friday. We just wanted to see if things were moving in the right direction. And they very much are. Like, I am definitely getting leaner. I think I'm about like 0.4 of a kilo down. I was honestly expecting to see more of a drop than I did. But I will say I'm looking a lot leaner. Like, I know I was even saying to you guys yesterday after the gym, like, I just feel leaner in my midsection. So yeah, definitely things moving in the right direction. And there's no changes, so we're still sticking to what I've been doing, all the protocols I said, I think the end of my last video. But just to go over it again, literally three 30-minute cardio sessions a week, 18 to 1900 calories per day, and 12k steps per day. So literally easy peasy. I'm not gonna lie though, like I hate to be that person, but I definitely am feeling hungry, like, and I think again, it just comes down to like that initial drop, and my metabolism and my body's like, wait, what the fuck? You were eating a lot of food just the other week. What's happened? So, you know, people always say, oh my God, like I'm way too hungry on these calories. But like, you have to give your body time to actually adapt. And within a week or two, like I know I'm going to be fine. Like I'm very aware my calories are going to get even lower. Like they're going to get lower. So if I can't adapt to this change, then how the hell am I going to expect to adapt to even more that come down the line? So yeah, it's been an exciting, well, it's literally just been a normal morning. I've just finished up check-in, so my last check-in day of the week is done. All my girls are absolutely killing it. Like, main topics that came up in check-ins this week have just been like navigating like work Christmas parties, like social occasions, like drinks with the girls, nights out with family, friends. And yeah, this is where like actually investing in coaching and investing in learning as well definitely helps, and it will stand to you this time of year. So all my girls are looked after for the week. I mean, my clients can message me whenever they want anyway, but check-ins are done. It's actually raining in Spain this morning, which is not a vibe, but I will definitely be going for a walk in a little bit. Okay guys, I'm recording this clip on my phone, but as you can see, I'm out for a walk, and everyone who's been saying they're jealous of me in Spain this week, you got your wish. So it's currently bucketing down, but rain jackets exist in this case. Emma's rain jacket exists, and I'm getting my steps done because steps will not do themselves, unfortunately, and I'm perfectly fine. I'm waterproof, and I'm gonna get these steps boxed off. Okay guys, so another day, another dollar. It's now later on. I don't know when the last time I picked up the camera today. Was it when I was out on my walk in the rain? So it's actually been raining all day today, and it's actually promised to be like literally raining for the rest of the week, so that's kind of grim, but I did get a couple of days in the sun. I'm actually really excited to go home as well. Like, obviously, like, I love being here. It's been such a nice little trip, a little breakaway, but yeah, I'm excited to go home to Richard, and I feel like it'll like properly feel like prep has started when I'm in my own environment as well. So yeah, I think these little trips are always nice because it does remind you of how much you love your home. And I go through spells of like, I'm like, I hate Ireland, but then I'm like, I also love it. So yeah, I obviously have tomorrow and Friday, and then I'm going home Saturday morning. But it's so funny, right? Like, look at this. I literally brought so much stuff with me, and like, when I tell you I haven't worn even a percentage of the shit that I brought. Like, tell me why I brought like 50 pairs of gym shorts. Like, I've worn fucking 4 gym outfits, you know what I mean? It's very excessive. The things that I actually did need to bring were like hoodies, and I only brought 2, and I've been rotating the 2 same hoodies this whole time, and you guys are probably watching these clips when like, does she ever wear any clean clothes? I actually didn't anticipate it to be like, obviously the weather's been nice, but it hasn't been like really hot. Like, it's still hoodie season here, you know, but I obviously didn't know that. But yeah, I'm gonna go to bed now. I'm actually wrecked, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't been sleeping the best. Because it's like a new environment, I find it really hard to like sleep. I'm just like one of those people, even if I'm on holiday, like I find it really hard to sleep like through the night fully. I just keep like waking up and I'm like on edge. Even though like I'm perfectly fine, I know I'm safe, but like it's just a subconscious thing. So I'm gonna get an early night. To be honest, I have been getting early nights because I just know my sleep is a little bit more broken, so it's literally 8 o'clock. But I am gonna go to bed, and I'll pick you guys up in the morning. Hello everyone, so it is now Thursday evening. I actually didn't pick up my camera much. I don't actually think I picked up my camera at all today. I think the last clip that you guys would have seen of me was me out on my walk yesterday in the pissings of rain. Today actually was quite a nice day. It was like overcast, but it was still nice. You're currently joining me as I'm cleaning up my dinner. I'm just having chicken, potatoes and veg, which is honestly like one of my favourite meals. I absolutely love potatoes. When I'm in my off season and I have like a lot of calories, I always make like potato chips in the air fryer. But obviously when I'm dieting, I feel like you get a little bit more like bang for your buck when they're like just like regular like boiled potatoes. Guys, you're not gonna believe this, but I actually don't have a microwave at my house. So whenever I'm making boiled potatoes, I have to like physically boil them in water, whereas I know a lot of people use like the microwave, which is what I've been doing here, and it's so much easier. So watch me buy a microwave. That's so off topic, I forgot what I was saying now. But yeah, chicken, potatoes and veg for dinner. Yeah, as I said, like I do definitely want to do like a proper full day of eating video, just to like bring you guys through exactly what I'm eating day to day. Keep your eyes peeled for that. Now I'm just sitting down to have my dinner, and I'm gonna really enjoy this. I'm gonna leave this video here because tomorrow is my last day here. So tomorrow I'll just be like packing up my shit, obviously prepping food for the airport. I leave early for the airport Saturday morning, so I'm obviously just gonna get all of that stuff packed and ready and have my meals prepped for the day. My dad is picking me up from the airport, and then I'm actually meeting Richard because I have to buy a new car. We've actually had a couple of like life changes in which I need to buy a new car because I have been always driving Richard's car. I had my own Audi, but I sold it, and now since then I've just been driving Richard's car, but Richard needs his car back now, so I have to buy a new car on Saturday. So I have a car, like I know what car I'm getting, I just have to go and actually buy it, so that's gonna be fun. What a lovely way to be spending, you know, those 2 weeks before Christmas when you need money to just be like buying a car. So I love that for me. Obviously, yeah, when I'm home and settled and everything, I know I'm going to get into such a good groove and everything, and like prep in general. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Please make me so happy and like it. That would obviously just help my little channel grow. And obviously if there's anything in particular that you guys want to see, pop them in the comments below and I will get around to filming whatever you guys really want to see. To be honest, I'm going to be covering everything anyway, but if there is anything in particular that I'm missing that you guys want, then let me know. I know I obviously will be including a lot more training and stuff when I'm in my home gym, but yeah, I'm gonna leave this one here. I'm gonna eat my dinner and I'll chat to you guys soon. Bye.